So, which vehicles are most suitable for mountainous area like Bhutan? The road condition in mountainous area is not same as those in the plains in India. Like we have very sharp turnings. There are rough roads, big potholes, and all these different road conditions makes that the type of vehicle suitable for the conditions are different. However, one most important thing to remember is whenever you are driving in hill, you have to use the engine braking system as much as possible, and it's better to put in lower gear and drive the vehicle than to use in higher gear. This gives better control to the vehicle and vehicle stability and thereby reduce the accident. So before purchasing any vehicle, that is the most important part. So when you want to make a choice of vehicle, which vehicle to buy for Bhutan and the mountainous areas, I think we need to look at the steering control and feedback. It's for the simple reason that we have very sharp turnings, so the light steering cars can be, can be sometimes risky. Therefore, it's important that you buy a vehicle that has very good steering control and feedback. Secondly, heel hold assist is an important function when you're driving uphill so that the vehicle will stay at one place and it will not fall back, especially in traffic. So this heel hold control, heel hold assist, they give a, it has a very important function if you are not used to driving uphill. Although some people can maneuver the vehicle with clutch, half clutch, but if you have hill hold function, it gives enough time to remove the leg from the brake and then put it in the accelerator, and the vehicle doesn't roll back. The other important thing is having a good ground clearance. Of course, we know that we have very bad roads, even in cities and highways, forget about the farm roads. So it is important that when you buy a car, you should have a very good ground clearance, at least 170, 180, then and that will give enough space for vehicle to go through the small stones. It is also important to have a larger size tire so that it can go through the pothole easily. Higher profile tire gives good cushioning in potholes, and also broader tires gives better stability to the vehicle. So having a bigger size and higher profile tire and broader tire is important in our setting. Uh, the other is the build quality of the vehicle. Although we see very less Tata cars in Bhutan, Tata car are five-star rated cars in terms of build quality. They have a very strong build quality. Of course, in the earlier days, Tata car used to have some vibration, but now they are very much refined and they are like any other Hyundai or Kia vehicles. So it is important that we give a thought to Tata vehicles. Traction control for slippery and muddy roads is very important. Now it comes in many vehicles. If you're stuck on a muddy road, then what traction control does is it will push the power from to other three tires, and the tire that is stuck, it will reduce the power, it will stop it spinning, so you can get out of the mud. Sometimes you have to put off the traction control and then move. So it depends upon how you are using. So traction control is an important function as well. The good handling of the vehicle is very important, more important than the suspension or rolling or ride quality. Some vehicle, of course, their suspension is smooth and you don't feel the pothole, but their handling is not very good in the sense that the vehicle, is not under control. The steering feedback and all is not very good. It should good handling means you the vehicle should turn as much as you wish. So that is very important. Good torque is more important than the power. Power is basically for speed. So people who drive in plane, they look for power, but we need a good torque to climb uphill with the luggage. So when you look at the torque and power, you have to give more importance to torque than power in mountainous area. so that it can climb the hill with luggage easily. Diesel vehicle used to have a lot of torque in the past, but now because of the environmental problem, less and less diesel vehicle are coming. The other thing is, now we have turbo petrol engines, and they have lot more torque than the naturally aspirated engines. So try to buy petrol engines. Of course, they will be little bit expensive by maybe 50,000 to 1 lakh, but they generate much more higher torque, especially if you are planning to carry luggage and go uphill. Turbo petrol engines are better than the naturally aspirated. Fog light is very important in a setting because especially in foggy areas when you travel through Gedu and all, you need a fog light. So in lower variant, usually fog light doesn't come. It's better to install it if you don't have. It will cost just few thousands. And halogen lights are better than the LED lights. So halogen light to work better in a foggy atmosphere, foggy conditions. Now people are obsessed with projector headlamp. uh, the reflector lights are better to see left side, right side in the mountainous area, to see side of the vehicle. Projector headlight is for the highways. In the highway they reflect the light and you can see far ahead. However, what we need is a reflector light by which we can see the sides. So in mountainous area, refractor light are better than the projector headlights. And also if the vehicle has a cornering function of light, that is very good, but it comes in higher variants and are sometimes costly. So these are some of the choice of the vehicles that you could see in the list which fulfill all those conditions. Alto is a time tested, so it goes anywhere, everywhere, and if it doesn't carry you, you can carry the Alto. So Alto is all time best. Tiago and Centro are also in this range, good vehicles for mountainous area. Nexon and Brezza are known for their, handling, suspension, steering, ground clearance, build quality, and they are quite suitable for Bhutan. Uh, Although Brezza is quite common and few people are picking up Nexons these days, but I think these two are, if you want SUV, you have to give a good thought about Nexon and Brezza as well. Although in the earlier times, EcoSport and Freestyle used to be a very good vehicle, so is suitable for Bhutan, but now the company has closed, so we don't have any option. The Ford company has closed in India, I guess. XUV 300 is also an important, is a very good vehicle for mountainous country. However, it has very less boot space, and people in Bhutan want a lot of boot space. So that may be the reason that we don't have enough XUV 300. If you are planning to buy a vehicle for the villages, Bolero with four-wheel drive may be a preferred option. So it is a very tough vehicle, and then it can go any rugged terrains easily. If you are looking for a higher end vehicles, more than 20 lakhs, you can go for Harrier, Fortuner, Endeavor, Jeep Compass, and they have also very good handling, steering feedback, ground clearance. So they are also very suitable for mountainous area like Bhutan. So, although this is not the end of the list, but these are some of the cars that fulfills the condition of having a very good handling, very good steering feedback, very good ground clearance. Build quality is good. Build quality is also very important in case in mountainous countries sometimes you can have accidents and all because of the sharp turnings. So safety is also equally important. So most of these vehicles they fulfill the these criterias. So now many of you may be now thinking, what about the common vehicle that are available in Bhutan? They are not here in the list at all. So they are very good vehicle, and we have seen that people have been using Celerio in the lower end. They have been using Venue, Sonnet in the mid range. Then they have been using Creta, Seltos, Carens in compact SUV level. So all these are no, they look very good, and we have seen that they have performed quite well over the years in our setting also. So, however, these cars are good and you can still use them. However, what I'm trying to say is, don't get obsessed with the single thought of like only thinking only about Venue, Sonnet, Creta, Seltos, Cadence. These are not the only cars. There are also other better cars which are better suitable for the mountainous country like Bhutan, and they may be much more safer. Of course, we want very fuel efficient car. That's why I think the choice falls on those other cars. In Bhutan, I think most of the customer they want a very fuel efficient car. Number one, and number two, it should look good. So then only they give importance to the other cars. So of course, these cars are beautiful and have very good mileage. However, in terms of safety, handling, and all, the other cars may be better suited than these cars, which are very common. So when you are buying car, look you can look at these cars and as well as give due consideration to other cars. Hope it will help you buy.